Hello everyone, today I'm painting a sunflower. I'm doing the middle part of the seeds. Now I'm finishing the middle part of the seeds of the sunflower. I'm just using this fluffy brush. So I'm using kind of metallic gold color for the kind of brown. This one, I'll use this one. I mix it with black, regular black. I think this is the Mars black mixed with a metallic brown to make it like more pop color when it's dry. But I can still add some more in this later when it's kind of dried out. Maybe a little kind of metallic white or some kind of silvery to make the color more pop up. So I think this is my seeds area. I make it a little kind of more oval shape because I want the sunflower that here is like more close up, because I only make one big close up sunflower right here. So sometimes I kind of lay out. You can also like lay out it with pencil, so to make sure you have like a uniform size of petal, or you can just like estimate the shape. But for now, I'm just gonna use some kind of brush. This brush is a lot pointier and a lot thicker, so I can have like a firm brush to make my petals. So I'm gonna mix this orange is the fluorescent orange, and I mix with the cadmium orange. So the fluorescent is more brighter, so you can add the after this cadmium orange, so the neon color have the effects later, so it's more brighter, and also the yellow. So for now I'm gonna use the cadmium orange for the base of my sunflower here. Yeah, this is more darker orange, so make a really good base. And you know, the sunflower has like 2 or 3 layers. I think it's only 2 layers. So this is my first layer. So the first layer is the bigger layer. You can do whatever layer you want. If you want to make your petals more kind of wavy, or just want to make it straight, you can do that too. It depends on what you like. But this one, I'm just gonna make it more kind of straight and see how it looks, or I might change it later. Make sure the end is pointy. You can also use a little smaller brush to the end if you want to make it more pointier, because this one is really good to make like the very base big one. This one is look a lot of butter. If you think your petals is not uniform, it's okay. You can always fix it with the second layer later. So, and sometimes if your paint is a lot thicker, you can always use the white, add the white in it. So it's to make it more liquidy, so you can spread it a lot better. Another layer here. I'm gonna fix the tip of the petals later. Just trying to make all the big petals around first. Anyways, I do the background later and I let it dry like this. I use kind of purple, light blue, white, yellow, green, and I kind of blend it all for my background. But you can do whatever background you want. You can just make one color background, two color background, whatever background you want. Hello, Kushal. Thank you. Okay, good night. Oh, another one right here. It doesn't matter if they have like a distance right here, because for the second layer later, we're gonna fill that side. And look at my little doodles right here. There's my little noodles. Can you see noodles? Where are you, noodles? There's my little doodle here in the corner. You want some attention? Hi. Hello. I think they want to play outside, but it's raining outside, so I try not to bring them out because they get wet. Maybe I can make it a little hotter here. Another one right here. Hi, noodles. I have two doodles here. They're both mix of mini poodle and Bernese mountain dog. Oh, noodles, don't don't bump my camera there. It's my doodle who's sitting next to me. Hi, come here. Come here. Come here. Hi. Wanna see hi? Huh? Oh, look at that. Look at that little doodle. And there's Kimchi. And there's Kimchi girl. Bye. Good night, Kushal. Now, how am I gonna get done with my painting here? Oops. Okay, you guys can play. Okay, now I'm gonna... Thank you, Kira. Now I'm gonna finish my painting here. So this painting is requested by my sister. My sister loves sunflowers, so she wants me to paint her a little big one for her room. Okay, I'm gonna turn this around. Another one right here. Oh, there you are again. No, I'm not gonna finish my painting with all my doodles around. Trying to finish the first layer of petals. So this is just a flat color for now, and then later you can make like a shadow or like a highlights of your petals. So this one is just, for now, is the base of your petals. So I'm gonna incorporate it with yellow, bright orange, kind of a little bit of light brown. This is just a simple painting. I'm not really pro artist. It's just for a beginner. But I did a bunch of painting myself that I decorate here in my house. You can see it there. That one, the sunset. Then that one I painted. So I have a bunch of painting. Yeah, I have a bunch of painting. I decorated my house here. So I'm just gonna get this done. I think this is my last base layer of my sunflower. I'm gonna fix this other one right here. Make sure they're all in good colored and they kind of show the tips a little bit. Okay, so this is the first layer of the sunflower. I think I still need to fix this side here. Okay, so next is the second layer. So I'm gonna mix some kind of yellow and orange. So I'm gonna put it right here. See if you can see the difference of the color now. You can see some kind of yellow mix here. So now they make a difference from just the earlier is just pure orange. So now this one is like a mix of yellow, orange, and another layer here. Another layer here. And later you can always like add like, you know, right here, like if you want to make it some kind of shadow like brown or something around it, you can do that, like to make like a little texture around your seed area, and do that to make it more prettier. I don't know why I'm doing this one. I'm still supposed to finishing the layer, but it feels like it looks a lot prettier if I see it there. So you can always wash your brush if you get into a different darker color, so it doesn't get into your other color. Okay, so now this is the second layer. So the tip of this are not really pointy, but I can fix it later when I'm done finishing the big part of it. Another layer here. Usually the second layer is a lot smaller, so sometimes it's not as longer as the other one. Sometimes you can add a little white so you can show a little details of your second layer. Like that. Layer right here. So in this one, I'm just gonna randomly grab yellow, orange, a little white to show some details. And this one doesn't really show this layer, so I can always add white or yellow. And now this side. Okay, thank you, Kira. So now I'm in this side. The white really makes the difference. But I'm still needed yellow and orange in it to give it more body of the petals. Okay, now I'm gonna turn around so it's a lot closer to me, the color. So now I'm in this layer. Color white and yellow, orange. So these are all acrylic painting. Acrylic paint, I mean. I never tried oil painting, but I'm sure they're all nice too. They said that the oil painting, it doesn't dry faster. This is the old one earlier. I'm just gonna show it more. They're not really showing the tip of it. Okay. So I'll fix this one too. This is the first layer earlier, so that look like the petal is not really emphasized, so I kind of fixed it. It is the best thing about paint is like you can always add color, or if you think that's too much, you can always like put white to kind of erase it or cover the one that you don't like. Then let it dry, then you can work it again. So now I'm gonna do the layer on this side. So same thing, I use yellow, some orange, some white to give it a little highlights of the layer. Like this one is, if it looks a lot, lighter, you can always add orange. And later I'm gonna fix the tip of all of them with some kind of small brushes to emphasize all the tip. So now another layer right here. The white really show the layer where it's. And another one this side. And this one I kind of put more white, but you can always discover it. The thing is too white. looks like this. The first layer was a little light, so I'm fixing this with this red orange color. With regular orange to make it more show here. This is the best thing about acrylic is like you can stop and just do it later or tomorrow, and it doesn't affect the whatever the mood of the color. Okay, so now this side, another layer here. I'm almost done with my second layer. It's been a while, never do live painting because I always do live with my dogs. Playing outside is so pretty lately with the fall colors. So this sunflower also remind me of fall season here in Alaska. It's so pretty. If you ever visit Alaska, it's the most beautiful time of the year. Outside is so colorful right now. If you guys check on my live, I have a video walking to the bus stop with my kids with a beautiful views of trees along the road, and even the road is covered with golden leaves. So beautiful. Okay, well, I think 2 more layers here for the second layer of petals. See the variation of color of yellow, orange, neon orange, yellow orange. Let's make the sunflower a lot prettier. Give it more body and give it more texture and the color. So I guess 1 more here. There's my doodles again. There's my doodles. Look at that. Hi, what are you doing? I'm just trying to finish my paint here. It's not your food time yet. Oops. I'm trying to fix on my camera here. Hey, Kimchi. What, Kimchi? I'm gonna mess up my painting. Why didn't you play with your brother out there? Where is your brother? What, girl? What? There's my doodle here. Look at this. Look at this little munchkin. Say hi. Say hi. Look at that. Say hi. Oh my goodness. Can't concentrate with my painting because I have this doodle here. I think they wanna play a little bit outside. What? 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 What, girl? What? I'm gonna finish my painting here. Somebody is watching my painting. Somebody's watching my painting to get it done. And there you are trying to get in my way. What? What? Hmm? What? Okay guys, I think I'm gonna let them out so maybe I can show you the view outside. I think they don't leave me alone. They wanna go outside. Come here. Come here. Go outside. It's a little rainy outside. I think they like to run around. Okay. Go outside. So this is the fall season here in Alaska. Look at that. Most of the leaves are already falling, but it's so pretty. Our lawn still green. It's been raining here a few days now. Kimchi, go potty. Go potty. There's Noodle right here. I like to let them out so they can wear out their energy for a little bit. Yeah, it's so pretty here in fall. The autumn color is my favorite. Last week, most of these leaves are still on the tree, but now they're already fallen. And my daisy flower here has been so cold lately, but they still bloom. Yeah, this one, so pretty. This just got so cold. I don't know if this one will bloom. Look at that trace right there. It's amazing. That is a cottonwood tree, and most of the yellow, the other yellow, are birch tree, but I think most of the birch tree are already falling. Yes. Yeah, autumn and winter is pretty, but for some reason, the winter here in Alaska is very long. It takes 7 months for the winter. So we only have few months of summer and a month of fall, and springtime is pretty quick too. So 7 months of winter, 2 months of summer, a month of fall, and a month of spring. I think that's the total of a year there. So this is Noodle, and that girl there, the black one, are Kimchi. They're siblings, but you can see they have different personality. Kimchi is always curious and kind of scared of noises, but Noodle is so confident. He just be by himself. Sometimes I'm a little scared because he like to run around and go in the neighbors, and it's not good. Because down there behind the trees is a road down there. So that's our driveway going down. There's a road down there, and across the road there's neighbors. And they have chicken coop right there. And these two, yeah, Noodles, you like to get in their chicken. Yeah, it's a mixed poodle. It's a mini poodle mixed with Bernese Mountain Dog. So Bernese Mountain Dog is pretty much big dog, but I think they got their size from their mom. And let's Kimchi. What? I thought you wanna go outside. Kimchi is a lot wider face, and Noodles is more of a twenty face kinda. And Noodles a lot skinnier, and Kimchi is a little chunky girl. She's a little chunky girl. Yeah, the brown one is the male. That's Noodles. And that's the female, their Kimchi. Oh, this one, I painted this last spring. Hello, spring. I use this to hold this door sometimes, so I didn't need to keep opening it. So I put it right here in the summertime. So we don't need to keep making noises of this glass door, because these are the double door. That's the regular glass door. And this one is the other door. So we have two double glass door in here in Alaska to keep the cold from the outside. Even our window too, we have double pane. So this is the outdoor, the outside pane, and there's another one inside. And we have the blinds to keep the cold from getting in. But still cold. We have heater inside. Some people here, they use wood stove. They put like the fireplace inside their house. But us, we don't have fireplace, so we just use, they call it heating fuel. And our floor is heated, so they kind of have like that modern style of the heated floor. So they keep the house warm. But yeah, they use a lot of fuel during the winter to keep the house warm. Kimchi, what are you doing there, girl? Look at the ground right there. So pretty. Can you spot Kimchi there? There's Kimchi. Where are you now? They like to run around her. Do you guys want to run around? To wear out your energy so I can finish my painting later? What are you guys doing? I thought you guys want to go play. Hi, Caroline. Thank you. I supposed to finish my painting, but this dog wanna play outside for a little bit, so I take a time to let them out to wear out their energy. But now they're just sitting here. Maybe because it's raining outside there. It's pretty cold. Oh, thank you. What they're what do you mean by eating dogs? They're eating cats. Are you guys wanna go inside? It's raining right now. I think that's the reason they didn't like to play around. But look at the pretty trees. All the leaves are sprinkled in our green yard. So we have this cooking thing right here. We cook some barbecue and that grilled in summer. And now they start playing now. Wanna play? Go play. Go play there, girl. Hello, Pink. Our home sweet home sign. So pretty. I have some rock here that I painted when we went to Arizona. So the other side of this rock is the Red Rock Mountain. So these are the Arizona sign. Adventure 2024 with my family. So the other side of that is the, if you can see in the top there, is the Red Rock Mountain. And this other one is just a regular flower. But the other side of that is the Alaskan rosehip flower that I mean fireweed flower in Alaska. They're still playing. I think my battery is about dead here soon. So I might be off her and I resume my live later maybe with my painting after I can charge my phone. Look at them. They're going crazy now. Thank you. I let them out for a little bit because doing my painting inside and they keep scratching at me. Like, do you want to go outside? You guys still playing? They like to chase each other and now they're just staring at each other now. There's kimchi out there. These are mini doodles mix. So kimchi, this is a girl. And this is Noodle, the boy. They're, I think, pretty much 9 months old now. We got them when they're puppy last winter. Actually, they like the snow last winter, and I don't know if they still like the snow when the snow comes here soon. You guys want to go inside? Come here. Come. Go inside. Come here, Kimchi. Good girl. I think I'm gonna put them in a kennel because they're wet. And they get wet, the couch there. Okay, here are some treats for you guys. You guys gonna stay in your kennel. I'm gonna put, this is their body thing. Okay, see you guys later. Let them soak their wet paws in their bed so when they come out later they're dry. Okay, anyway guys, there's my painting that I'm trying to finish, but my battery is almost dead, so I might charge my phone and resume my lives later or tomorrow. So this is my painting that I'm trying to finish. Maybe I can still use a little bit of my battery that left. So I did first layer is the bright orange. I'm just fixing the first layer here. And the second layer is a mix of yellow and white to give them a little body. Yeah, so this is the second layer. I'm gonna fix the first layer I did earlier because some of them they're pretty light color. To emphasize some of the tip part of it. And this one too. Sometimes when the color dry, that's where you see that you can add more color to it because they look more thinner color. So you can always adjust the color if you think they need more color. And I like my painting a lot. darker color. So this is the second layer I did earlier. So I'm gonna fixing it too. Here, just fixing the first layer. And also, if you want to make your flower like kind of more wavy color, like the kind of molding or wavy, it's not just like straight, you know. You can kind of curve the tail or the tip of the petals. If you want to make it like that. And this is the first layer that I'm going to fix. I'm gonna make a little curve of the petals there. I'll turn around so I can fix the other side. So in this one, I'm gonna make the tip of the petals kind of pointing that way, so they're not just straight. Give it more life. So I think I'm gonna use a little pointy brush to fix the edge or the tail of this. See, if you have a smaller brush, you can give them a nice pointy tip. This one too. So you give the flower a little bit of curve. This one as well, I can make a little curve on that one. So this one is the second layer, so a lot lighter color. Yeah, if you add a little white, you give them a little highlights. Make the pointier side of these two. This one is the first layer, so darker. And I like my painting to be like all side, like even in the side of the canvas, so when somebody look at it, they can see from all angles, so not just the front, but towards the end too. So I always do my color, my painting, the same thing all the way wrap around. So it's kind of like a 3D effects of your painting. And moving on this side, give it a little curve too. It doesn't matter if you curve this way or that way, because you know the sunflowers sometimes they bend in the other side, or probably more of the other side. It depends on like how the position or the wind kind of blowing them. So this is the first base, so a darker color. I usually use like artist marker to pre-draw my petals sometimes, but this one I directly use brush, so it's hard to emphasize the tip. But if you pre-draw your petals with an artist marker or something, so it's a lot easier and you feel like you're just doing a coloring, but still you need to kind of blend the artist marker. Make sure you cover them with paint so it doesn't show like you're tracing your color, you know. So this one I give it a little more curve on this side. I think the curve make them a lot prettier because they will give them a little life, rather than just flat petals, because the real flowers sometimes they have their own and perfect characteristic. So I remember when I was little, I lived in the Philippines. I didn't have enough materials to paint, so I started painting when I was 30, I think. I'm just looking at Bob Ross, Bob Ross painting and some painting online, and I decided to start painting, and I was like, well, I guess I can paint myself. I can start doing it. And this one, fixing this first base with a darker red-orange color. And I have a friend, she's my first customer. I mean, I don't really sell my painting because I feel like it's not good enough to sell. But I have a friend that she challenged me to paint it's like a picture wedding kind of. She wanna give like a gift of a wedding picture with the date of their wedding to her daughter, her first daughter that got married. So I painted no faces, it's just the body of the woman wearing a white dress and the guy wearing a tuxedo. So they're just kind of holding each other, dancing kind of. So they're just kind of like hop, like no face, just the body. Then they added their name and their date of their wedding in the side of the picture. And it was a challenge to me because like the very first request of my friend to do it. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it. And it's like, yeah, just do it. And it turned out she liked it. And I guess it's my first challenge to do a wedding um, picture for a gift for her daughter. Hi, Shara. You're Luna. Thanks for watching, Luna. So now I'm gonna fix this one and give her a little life here. I'm gonna give her a little curve. Gonna, I think this is my last painting for now because my family and I have one daughter and one son. We're gonna go to Hawaii for some appointment for our passport to renew, I think, so we can visit Philippines here soon. So we're gonna work on that for a couple of weeks there, and also trying to see the places. So we're gonna have a few days of vacation there. But anyways, I'd rather go there during the middle of the winter because winter here is pretty cold. But we have no choice because the appointment has to be done sooner. But if I have a choice, I would rather go there in the middle of the winter so we can get away from the cold for a little bit. No choice for now. So I have my dual citizen appointment. So for some reason, so I'm Filipino, I came from the Philippines. So Filipino has the opportunity to be dual citizen. So I'm currently an American citizen and I'm working on my dual citizen for the Philippines because we're trying to build a house there in this coming future plans for retirement because in the Philippines it's a lot cheaper cost of living compared to America. So that's the future plan, God willing, to have a little vacation house in the Philippines. So a little curve here with the tail. So growing up, I really like to draw or something, but we're really poor back where I came from, and my parents, I can't even afford to buy me a marker. Like, you know, this really cheap marker on the Walmart. I can't even own that. I only have 7 colors, the primary colors. of a crayon, and that's all I have for a year. And I can't even afford to buy like a marker for my project. Sometimes that's I have to use marker to make the label of my project in my folder. That's how poor we are. But for some reason, God gave me a chance to be here. I met my husband online when I work for an internet cafe. So I have a cousin, she's a teacher, so they own a little shop back home. And I work there as a internet attendant. And I think during that time, I have free time to, browse internet and stuff. But before I work in a cafe, I went to school for vocational, like a computer class. So that's where I learned computer, because in our school, during my time, we don't have computer in our school. So in order to learn computer, I have to go to some kind of vocational school to learn computer. But I really love drawing and painting when I was little. So now I was able to draw and paint whenever I want. And I have a daughter too that she's good in art. I think she's better than me because she knows how to paint in the early age than I do, because I don't have the resources. Okay, so I'm trying to finish this. So I'm just finishing all the details of the tail of my sunflower. Because the tail, that doesn't really show much if you look at it closer. I've been wanting to paint a waterfalls restaurant. I never tried painting a waterfalls, but I've been watching one of Barbara show that he painted a waterfall, and I think I can do it. I just need to find time to do it. And now I'm just fixing the details of my petals. It's the hard thing about painting a big picture, because you make sure you really color all the parts of it, or else they just kind of like, I guess some people make like abstract painting, and mine is more of like kind of like, I like it really detailed, like you can really see the edge, the design of it. That's how I like my painting. It's more brighter color, because I wanna see a picture, like when I look at the picture, it give me like the, like kind of like, oh, like the expression, you know, that make you feel awake. Because I'm not an early riser. I like to stay in bed longer, so I like something bright color or more pop color to kind of wake me up or something. So most of my painting are bright color. And I guess in the new generation now, I know there's some old style of painting that they just tap a little bit of color, then sometimes you need to figure out what kind of paint it is. But for me, I just wanna see, like, when I look at the painting, I just wanna see what I'm looking, or what kind of painting that I'm looking at. Anyways, I never went to school of painting, so I don't really know what's some of the artists' prescriptive about painting. But for me, I like more colors on my painting. That's how I like my art, is the brighter color it is, the more I love it. So these are the tail of my sunflowers. So that's how it looks so far. But I'm still working on. I think I'm gonna get my little stand here. So this is my daughter's stand, small one. So I'm just gonna borrow it for now, so you guys can see better with my painting. Anyways, guys, my phone is about to get dead here soon, so I might be out any minute, but I kept my phone there for a little bit while I'm finishing the details of my sunflower. So this one give it a little more life, to give some curve in the side. So if you put a little white in the edge, it helps them highlight so where you like your curve is. So you put the light white first there, then you cover it with your color that you want it in there. And sometimes you can let it dry first, then you can come back it later, then it works more of the color better too. So this is the first layer too earlier. I give them the wavy tip of the leaf, the petals. this little more body here. So as always, white always make them give some body or texture of your painting. So this was the first layer of the petals. I want to make it a little curve this way. So if you can see, there's the first layer is darker color. That's more of the orange one. So the second layer is the lighter color. But still need to do some fixing of the very first one I did earlier, because when you dry out, that's where you can see that they need more colors. Actually, I have a base right here. I did some bottle painting. So this one. So this is an empty jar of some kind of beer here in Alaska, local. So I colored it kind of light blue. I painted this, I think I write date in this, 2022. So when I started painting a bottle, so this is my bottle that I painted sunflower to. So, but I never painted sunflower in a canvas. So this is my first time that I painted a sunflower on a canvas. So this is my sister's request that she wanted me to draw her sunflower, like a big one. She said that it doesn't matter how it look like, as long as big, and only one sunflower in the canvas. So there it is. So my sister live in the Philippines, so there's gonna be a long way of travel for this painting. I'm gonna put this in the, we call it a balikbayan box. Balikbayan means going back home box in the Philippines. It's some kind of opportunity that it's a big size of box. It's like a giant box. It's a size of 21 by 19-inch box that you can put whatever in there, as long as they're not like flammable or like some kind of illegal stuff, as long as they're all like allowed to put in the box. So it doesn't matter how much weight in the box, but as long as you can fit inside the box. So that's how the opportunity that Filipino people can send packages to the Philippines. For the big size, sometimes it weighs like more than 50 pounds. but you only pay like, it's getting expensive. Before you pay $100, but now I've been sending now for a few years. You have to pay 160 lately for a big box, but it's worth it sometimes because I send them like clothes, some food, chocolate sometimes, because you know Filipino, they like some kind of stuff that they never had before. So it's a great opportunity to send boxes back home. So now I'm just kind of tapping some kind of highlights of the color, trying to make some details on my sunflower. Trying to blend in the first layer and the second layer of the bright and light orange. But some of the area here I still need to fix from earlier because the color is a lot lighter. So it's supposed to be a lot darker. It takes a long time to get it all fixed. And towards the end, I use some kind of metallic color to give them a little highlights. And it's pretty cool because when it's nighttime, when the lights hit them, they're kind of sparkle. So I like that kind of style of painting, that they have that sparkle effects. When the night lights hits them, you have that kind of sparkle effects. Yeah, this one, the middle side of this, I use black and kind of golden metallic color like this. So at nighttime, when the lights hit this, they kind of give the sparkle effects. So I'm change brush here, and I'm gonna add some kind of golden thing right here. So I mix the gold and kind of dark brown to have that kind of shadow effects on the side. Sometimes when it's too dry, you can dip your brush in the water. Or I have this one, some kind of liquid or solvent that you can add in your color so it doesn't look pretty dry. Because it's kind of like you know how the nail polish is. If they get too dry, your paint doesn't look as good. So you have to kind of make your paint a lot looser so it looks prettier when you're trying to use them in your canvas. So give a little highlights there in the body. not so much, just enough to give your petals a little, some kind of shadow. And if you think you put a lot of dark color, you can always cover it with orange or white or something. So I think I need to add a little body of my sunflower, like some kind of shadow, like, you know, where like in between right here, you can add like a little thing like that. Because usually the sunflower, the petals are really close to each other, right? But I guess some of the flower are kind of like different style. So just give them a fuller look. So I added some more thing right there. I mean, you didn't have to, but for me, I like my petals look a lot fuller. So this is kind of like the shadow effects. To make your flowers a lot fuller. Make sure they have the pointy edge of it too. And I think this one, I just make it this one a lot fatter. Yeah, you can play around whatever you want. If you think you need more body, then you can add some right here. A little more body right here. So it really look like a sun, but it's more fuller. So in this one, I'm just gonna make them light color so it still shows the original petals that I colored earlier. So these are just the shadow, kind of to make them more fuller. You know, sometimes when you paint, you can find your ideas when you alone while painting, because earlier I didn't even think of doing this shadow effect things until I see my paintings. So sometimes art is a matter of like trying something, and you can just make something new out of the one that you already know. So that's how art is. The more you do something, the more you learn something. Oh, it's so pretty outside. The leaves just fall. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. The leaves just start falling from the trees. It's pretty inspiring, all the colors outside now. Anyways, I'm gonna finish the highlights of this. I mean the shadow petals. Another one right here. See, it's a lot fuller now. I think one more right here. One more right here. And more right here. Last week, my family, we went for a road trip in Denali Park, Alaska, and it's so beautiful out there. The mountain colors are like purple, red, orange, so beautiful. Sometimes it's like you can't believe how nature changes and make their own natural beauty, and it's so amazing. The mountains, half of the mountains are already covered with snow, so it's like a snow-capped mountain. So my family have like an annual road trip to the city of Anchorage. So you pass Denali Park. So the drive total is like 7 hours. That's include your like short stop. So it's my kids' favorite because they like to stop like gas station, you know, get some food, snacks. But we also bring some food and drink with us. But they like to get something in the gas station. That's their favorite part on our travel. Get some snack in the gas station. So I think I'm gonna do some more middle part because I think it's supposed to be a lot darker right here. So this is the black and mixed with the gold metallic color. And I'm gonna rub it a little bit on the side to get some texture. So I use light brown, dark brown, some metallic gold color. And after that, I'm gonna get some yellow. Try to find my other yellow because I need some kind of bright yellow to highlight my sunflower. I don't know where I put that yellow thing is. Oh, there you go. So I'm gonna use this brush. This is the one I used for the petals earlier. So I'm gonna highlight some of the yellow right here. You can see it. So I'm kind of tracing the second layer that I did earlier. So the lighter color. So this is the first layer, darker color. So the second color is a lot lighter color. So I'm gonna highlight it with some yellow. To get some more body of the petals. doesn't really need to cover the whole thing. It's just enough to make some highlights of the yellow color. Make sure the edge is just more kind of pointier too. So I don't really plan how this sunflower is gonna be look because